I'm going to preface this video with a confession. About a month or so ago, I did a video called Keep Your Dubstep Out of My Metal. And I included a band that I didn't actually listen to any of the music of. However, I went basically off of what I knew from people that I talked to, what I knew from what I'd seen online, stuff like that. And I'm here to talk about that band today because I've finally had the displeasure of hearing their music. Blood on the Dance Floor. No, we're not talking about the Michael Jackson song, which is off of his, the album of the same name that was released right after History Part 1 in the mid-90s. No! We're talking about Blood on the Dance Floor, the dance pop band that has emerged on the scene over the past couple of years, especially starting in the year 2011, but they've been around since about, the mid part of the 2000s. This is atrocious music. We're talking insanely bad music. The synth pop beats remind me of something that maybe should be on a Nintendo game, only they've been hyped up on LSD and speed to try to create some sort of strange-ass dance effect. I've heard crappy DJs spin better and more unique ideas than what I've heard on the material that I've listened to off of Blood on the Dance Floor, and the lyrics are just absolute garbage. Now listen, I understand that we live in a society where rap music is a huge thing. And a lot of rap artists and a lot of rap superstars like to talk about making money and having bitches and what they're going to do to girls whenever they have the opportunity and all of this other stuff. But that is at least done slightly metaphorically and in a certain tone and voice that kind of makes it, okay, it's not even acceptable there either. This is blatant. This is almost conversational. This is almost like they walk up to somebody and say these things to people. I was shocked. I really was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And this is something that is being adored and loved by anyone from 10-year-olds to people my age and probably older, younger, I don't know. I don't know why there's a commercial appeal for anybody who's like even half of my age. This should be stuff that they know nothing about. And if they're being taught this stuff by a band like Blood on the Dance Floor, then our society is fucked. I will say one thing that's good about this, though. If I was worried about Social Security before, about me maybe not getting it whenever I'm, old, gray, and probably still doing this shit, I'm not worried about it now. Because this band may single-handedly cause the second baby boom, the likes of which have never been seen before. And that's a terrible thing, because this is a goddamn cramped planet as it is. Let's go a little bit deeper. They would find that joke funny. But let's dive a little bit deeper into the music. They would also find that joke funny. The synth pop we are used to. The dance pop we are used to. We are in the midst of a synth/dance pop or techno or dubstep revolution here in America. This is something that's sweeping the nation as we speak and has done so for the past probably about year and a half to 2 years. So this is nothing new. The direct nature of the lyrics. Also, not quite as new as we want to admit it to be. Mainly because while the lyrics of other songs have been done with a little bit more tact and a little bit more metaphor, it was still being done. What's unique about this? What stands out about this? For me, it's just the direct, provocative nature of it. Now, hold on. This is almost making me sound like I don't like to delve into the provocative. I listen to Crotch Duster. If you don't know who Crotch Duster are, well, let's just say that they were the original band of this variety. No, they weren't even original for that either. But they were a band of this variety, not of the dance/synth pop regime. No. They were a metal band that had lyrics that were all about these similar topics. However, they were extremely technically proficient on their instruments, and the stuff was actually funny. The stuff actually made me laugh. The stuff made me enjoy myself. They had a song called Mammal Sauce that was just shit fucking gold to me. I loved it. So I am certainly... I listened to a band called Prosthetic Cunt, for Christ's sake, so I'm definitely not out of touch with the provocative. I'm not out of touch with the slightly deranged, the slightly funny, the slightly out of place, the stuff that would never sell a bajillion copies, but sometimes you stumble upon it and you just eat it up. Did I buy into the mindless self-indulgence craze? No, I did not. Am I going to buy into the blood on the dance floor craze? Hell fucking no, I will not, because this is just blatant idiocy. The metaphors that are on this album, the metaphors that I read the lyrics to, are just, not only are they direct, but they're also trying to make cultural references, almost to, daisy it up a little bit and make it sound all so fucking great. But no, it's just really ridiculous. It really, for me, comes off as extremely immature, very hokey. I know it's supposed to be funny. I know it's supposed to just be calm, relaxed, you shouldn't get all bent out of shape about it type of music. But for me, for a guy like me, who sits down, analyzes music, who stands up for 8 hours at a time each and every day and listens to music, and also somebody who has loved music his entire life and has seen amazing bands come, amazing bands go, seen culture itself get swallowed into just depressing trends that have lasted a couple of years and then have been forgotten about. I remember all this stuff. I am haunted and dreams and in visuals of the absolute depressive nature of some of this nonsense. Songs like Suicide Club, Candyland, Sexting. I understand that Broken Side wasn't that much better and I didn't rant about them. I'm starting to regret that, but maybe not, because I might have found something even worse. This is something that is just insanely irrelevant. This is something that really just has no place or purpose. It just exists because it can. It exists because these are songs that the wrong crowds, or the emo crowds of the mid-2000s, started to listen to and started to laugh and giggle about, post the lyrics about. That's how they network now. It's all about Facebook and MySpace and Twitter and all this nonsense. And that's how these bands got out there. And then some dumbass at some record station or some studio or corporation thinks, you know what, maybe I can do something with that. Maybe I can make them big. But no, not this band. This band's staying independent all the way. Fuck labels, we're doing it ourselves. Well, they're doing it themselves. I'm going to give them credit for that. But I'm also going to say this. They shouldn't be doing it themselves. Whenever an independent artist like this, that sucks, is doing well, then the eye is turned away from them and onto the people that are listening to the music. Maybe some of you out there can teach me the relevance. Maybe some of you out there can explain to me why this is good, why people like this, why they enjoy this, because I listen to this and my head hurts. I can't get through an entire song. I can barely get through the first minute of a song. Does that make me weak or a pussy? No, it makes me intelligent. It means that whenever I want to listen to something, I want something that has more substance to it. I want something that has a lot more to offer. I would sooner listen to an opera than I would listen to an emo band. I would sooner listen to perhaps a jazz-laden album by a B.B. King or a classic artist that you'll never know of because you don't do any sort of research, than listen to an Asking Alexandria. Maybe I would rather listen to a Pavarotti than Justin Bieber. But I would rather listen to the sounds of rhinoceroses, tigers, bears, oh my, couple lemurs, perhaps even some fantastical mythical animals like phoenixes and stuff, take a shit and then turn around and eat the shit it back out again, puke because they just ate their own shit, and then just explode. That would be amazing to me as compared to this. This would be absolute misery. If I lived a life that was so terrible that I went to hell, and my punishment was to listen to Blood on the Dance Floor for the rest of my damnation, I would do everything in my power to kill myself again in hell. I would just end up right back where I was via Little Nicky rules, but at least I tried to do something about it. Speaking of those other artists, I'm going to make a bold statement. Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, the chick from Victorious, the other chick from iCarly. I would listen to all of that for the rest of my life and onward if I had the option between that and listening to another Blood on the Dance Floor song. The stuff sounds like someone just molested the Nine Cat, and it just... I'll tell you what, actually, to be perfectly honest, I listened to the Nine Cat with the Afro dude from Madagascar 3, the Afro circus guy, rapping over that for all of eternity. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that I actually loathe somebody more than I loathe Justin Bieber. But this band has done it. This band has accomplished the otherwise thought impossible. They have taken something that was very easy, very pure, and have fucked it all to hell for all of eternity. Someone please tell me why it's relevant. Because personally, I don't even feel my own video is relevant because I feel as though I am echoing what so many other people are saying. That the message being delivered is just not a good one at all, no matter what your age is. Is this dance porn pop? Orgy pop? Candyland pop? Whatever it is, no. Whatever it is should be gathered up and taken out into a spacious field where there is already a rocket present. That rocket should have all the albums put into its cargo bay. That rocket should be lit, and it should be sent into the atmosphere, as though we were trying to make Blood on the Dance Floor the first band to sell albums in space. But no, this would be a rigged rocket that would explode a la the Challenger. That way, the only thing that we have to worry about for the rest of our lives would be little sprinkles of Blood on the Dance Floor confetti raining down into Earth, which would then be swept away by janitors for no one to see again. Game and set and match. I listened to Blood on the Dance Floor finally, so I have paid my sin. I will never listen to it again. And my hopes, my pleas, my prayers, if I prayed at all, would be that none of you out there that are watching this video ever have to, or if you already have, that you never have to hear it again.